Hey, I'm Hannah. Welcome to Quest for the Worst, where we try to find the worst movie that's ever been made. Will we find anything worse than The Ugly Truth? I doubt it, but we're gonna try. I've gotten requests for this movie on every single Quest for the Worst video. It's Christian Mingle. That's right, a movie adaptation of the dating site. It's got a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I can already tell you that that's too high. A career woman who has everything but romance finds her values challenged when she starts dating a good man she met on a Christian matchmaking site. I kind of want to see if the dating site had anything to do with this movie. Like it has to, right? Written and directed by Corbin Burnson, produced by Suzette Schaefer. What is your motivation, though? This new romantic comedy will be produced in partnership with ChristianMingle.com. Okay, so yes, they paid for it. This is marketing. Corbin Burnson, though? Let's get started. So we start with like a Lacey Chabert monologue about everyone's individual journey to Christ. So this movie is going to say that the dating site will bring you closer to Jesus. I'm excited. So it's promoting a Christian service, but does this count as like sacrilege? Like, where's the line between your personal relationship with Christ and capitalism? I don't know. So she went on a date, and the guy's like obviously leering at these other women because he's not from Christian Mingle, so he hasn't gone through like the rigorous screening process that produces quality dating options for Christian ladies. Then she meets up with her friends afterward, and they kind of gripe about her being single and how she's going to be the last one that's not married, and they keep trying to set her up with their friends, and she just needs to get her stuff together. Come on, Lacey. So she goes home and she sees a commercial for ChristianMingle.com. She sets up a profile pretending to be Christian. Then she buys Christianity for Dummies to do her homework, and so that the boyfriend that she's going to get is going to find it, and that'll be like the dramatic climax of the movie. I'm going to hate that. I can't wait. She gets matched up and goes on a date with this super dorky guy, immediately falls in love with him. So she prays out loud over their coffee for like 2 full minutes to impress him, you know how Christians do. Her marketing firm has a new client who created like a magic pill to cure baldness, and the guy's kind of a douche, and she's not really feeling it because she feels like they're promoting a product that's almost definitely fake. Is that a metaphor? Oh my god, is this a fleeting moment of self-clarity? So she goes on another date with the dude. He's never had sushi before and doesn't know how to use chopsticks, which is fine, but she's introducing him to a whole exotic world here. His mind is blown. He's very dramatic about it because he's a dork and a toddler. Then he invites her to a Bible study, and she just starts Googling like famous Bible verses. Corbin Burnson has a cameo. What? He's like fixing her bike. What you doing here, man? What are you doing? So instead of working on her marketing pitch, she's like studying Christianity to prepare for her Bible study. I feel like everyone in the US knows about Christianity. It's not subtle. I think anyone could just improvise and not be suspicious.
And that's Kel.
Hi.
Kelly. Heck, you want to talk about summer camp stories? We got a few of our own.
Bible camp. Believe me, it's nothing.
It's been 5 scenes since their sushi date, and he's still freaking out about eating raw fish.
Told Mama about that raw fish. Huh.
Oh, you did?
Oh, boy, did she get a kick out of that.
Can you imagine living under a rock that hard? So he talks about his journey to Christ, which was in high school. He did like this experiment with mice. I didn't really follow it at all, but Lacey Chabert summarizes the movie right after.
Don't tell me you saw Jesus in the cheese.
So she goes to church with him and dresses like straight up Amish. She's blending, you know. We have to have another super long prayer over food because Lacey Chabert has just never left the house, and she doesn't really know how to assimilate into this like culture who... It's virtually the same as the life she's been living. Like, she's not an alien.
Abundantness of all of it, there's just so much.
So the dude is gonna go on this month-long mission trip, and Kelly, his ex-girlfriend, the Bible camp whore, is going too.
It's gonna be awesome.
This makes Lacey Chabert a little nervous because she really wanted to marry him. At work, she gives some weird marketing pitches that I think she makes up on the spot because she's been so distracted with Jeebus. So when the boy calls to invite her on the mission trip, she's already like not wanting to be at work, so she goes. In Mexico, I think, ? She wakes up way later than everyone else in the little hut that they're staying in. She panics to get dressed. She dumps all of her belongings, including Christianity for Dummies, onto the floor. Whoa. They're having a Bible study with the locals whose village just got destroyed, and a little girl asks like this rapid fire question in Spanish. The guy's mom is like, Lacey Chabert, you want to take this one? And she's like, I don't speak Spanish.
And that was the end of the road. They knew.
So her not flawlessly answering this question about like why God let their village get destroyed in a language that she doesn't speak means that she's exposed and everyone knows that she's a fraud. Are all Christians required to know Spanish and be able to answer existential questions from children they don't know? All right. And then one of the village children finds her copy of Christianity for Dummies and for some reason takes it from her room and turns it in, and the boyfriend is like, why do you have this? He has a weird sermon about like fake Christians. I kept zoning out. It wasn't wasn't very inspiring.
When you went online, Christian Mingle.
Gotta get a little brand slip in there.
I just saw the website, and I don't know, all the guys that I've been dating were just so full of themselves, and
All men who aren't on Christian Mingle are trash. Okay, she believes in Christianity, she was baptized, and now she's like genuinely trying her best. I don't really know what's fake about her. So she goes back to work and she tells her boss that she cannot market this baldness pill because it's BS and she needs to believe in something before she tries for it. And then she has this little neatly packaged 45-second montage where she like reads through Genesis, which has borderline nothing to do with Christianity. Anyway, and then she's walking on the street and she hears some like funky music and she finds this cool hipster church and she really jives with it. And she volunteers for a soup kitchen. She's a happier person overall. Great. That's almost like character development. Almost. So she goes to find the guy to tell him that she's like officially embarked on her journey to Jesus, but he's dating Kelly the Bible camp whore. And Lacey Chabert is like, that's fair, I snoozed, I loosed. But then later she goes to see him again and she's like, listen, I know that Kelly is a crusty ass bitch and you're fooling yourself thinking that she's dope enough to date. I'm just saying. And he's like, dude, that's busted. How dare you? And then she's like walking really sad in the rain, dejected. I was shocked for a second there because I thought that the male love interest in a movie called Christian Mingle was gonna have like a moment of introspection, maybe a little bit of a character arc. That was pretty presumptuous of me. Then she gets a letter in the mail and it's from one of the little village girls and she's thanking Lacey Chabert for volunteering and helping them out. So Lacey Chabert spends the next Christmas in the village teaching the children English. Homeboy surprises her there. He left Kelly the Bible camp whore and he has a character arc. Way to go. Corbin Burnson, I'm still confused, but you could have done worse. He's still talking about sushi. Has he ever overcame anything in his entire life? Okay, some suggestions. Don't make movies to promote dating sites. Get a compelling love interest with like some semblance of a personality other than not liking sushi. Have a plot, have a somewhat believable premise. You can keep Lacey Chabert. She's doing a good job under impossible circumstances. Yeah, mostly just don't make movies about dating sites. Did this boost their user base? I can't find anything on it. They let gay people use Christian Mingle now? Y'all must have really been struggling. I've learned so many things today. Thank you for watching. I make videos every Thursday, so subscribe and hit the little notification bell, you know, for notifications. And thank you to my patrons for sponsoring this video. They are the air in my lungs and the sunshine on my face. I have a whole playlist of Quest for the Worst videos, so check those out. The good news is, after I do one of these videos, my day can only get better. So, see you next week. Bye.